God has delivered your enemy into your grasp this day. Let me nail him to the ground with one thrust of the spear. I will not need a second thrust. God has delivered your enemy into your grasp this day. Let me nail him to the ground with one thrust of the spear. Today's reading is one of the reasons Jesus don't have many followers. Today's reading is one of the reasons Jesus don't have many followers. Opportunity to hit back. Opportunity to hit back. Lift up your hands, somebody's there. Make the world a better place if you can. When people are rude to us, when people are mean to us, when people are not nice to us, even when people plan evil for us, how do we react? Do we retaliate? When people are not good to us, when people are not bad to us, when people are mean to us, when opportunity presents for you and for me, how do we do? I said at the beginning that today's reading is one of the reasons Jesus don't have many followers, because it is revolutionary. It is not normal thing to do ordinarily. Opportunity to hit back. Among those we think that are not nice to us, are not good to us, are not mean or mean to us, are the people we call our enemies. Enemies could be two kinds. We have real enemy, and we have imaginary enemy. Real enemy are those evidently, apparently, that they are inimical to us. They are mean to us. It is not hidden. They are not nice to us. It is not hidden. They are planning for our own downfall, and they don't hide it. These are the people we could call real enemies. Then imaginary enemies are those we think that they are our enemies, but they are not. You think, you conclude that this person is against you, this person is mean to you, this person is not nice to you. Most of those we think that are our enemies, when we engage them, we know that they are not our enemies. Today, we talk about real enemies. And Jesus is telling us, the person you think, or it is very clear that is not good to you, that is not nice to you, that is mean to you, that is planning your downfall, you should love him. Oh my gosh. That is why people don't follow Jesus. Ordinarily, When an opportunity presents to you and to me, to our enemies, we hit back. The person, you hit back immediately. But some people had opportunity, but they didn't hit back. First reading, David. Saul wanted to kill David. He planned to kill David. He was out to kill David. And today, in the first reading, Saul was giving David in a platter of gold. He was sleeping, and David came with his commander, Abishai. The commander said, "Look at, God has delivered your enemy into our hands. What are we waiting for? Just give me a permission. I will use one spear and kill him." Opportunity to strike, opportunity to hit back. David did not hit back. You know St. Patrick. St. Patrick was born in the 4th century, but he was a missionary in the 5th century, born to a Roman soldier in Britain. Eventually, Patrick was taken to slavery into Ireland. He was sold into Ireland, and they maltreated him. Eventually, Patrick escaped and came back to Britain. From there, he went to France, where he entered the seminary, ordained priest. And the people of the Ireland, the Irish, was calling him, "Come and bring us the gospel. Come and preach to us." Ireland, the land of enemy of Patrick, they stole his childhood. They put him into prison, and he was a slave. What did Patrick do? Patrick went to Ireland to preach. It was an opportunity for Patrick to hit back to his enemies, the people who stole his childhood, the people who enslaved him. And he didn't do that. He went to Ireland to preach. Eventually, he became a bishop there. And today, Patrick is being celebrated as the major patron of Irish guys. Dear friends in Christ, what Jesus is telling you and is telling me today is not to succumb to evil, but to conquer evil with love. To conquer evil with love. It is difficult. It could be challenging. Even when you see your enemy face to face and you are saying, "Christ, you want me to love him or her?" That is what Jesus Christ is saying. It is revolutionary. It is no longer only love your enemies. It is, you have to go an extra mile. Have to go an extra mile to love even your enemies, those who persecute you. In the second reading, at the conclusion of the second reading, he says, we are going to be the image of the heavenly home. Our image of the heavenly home is when we go an extra mile, when we don't hit back to our enemies when opportunity comes. When I was meditating on these readings, especially the first reading, there was an opportunity for David to hit back to Saul, but he didn't do that. I recall an opportunity was given. He didn't use that. But we, in our relations with our enemy, we go out to look for opportunity to hit. What does it tell you? An opportunity was given David. He didn't hit back. But if it is you and I, we move out to go and look for opportunity to hit back to our enemies. Romans 12:19. Do not avenge. Do not retaliate. Leave it for God. How do we treat our enemies? How do we love our enemies? You pray for them. Jesus says it in the gospel. Say nice things to them. When you see them, hug them. You hug your enemy. It could be difficult. It could be challenging. Say nice words to them. Share your goods with your enemies, those who think that you are enemies. Could you give them money? Could you give them something to eat? The people you think that they are your enemies, say nice words to them. Recommend them to people. Recommend them to people. It's not when an opportunity comes, we hit back. We ask God to give us the grace. The teaching is revolutionary. It is why many don't follow Jesus, because it is a difficult teaching. But people had done it. David did it in the first reading. Patrick did it to the people of Ireland. You can do that. Opportunity to hit back. Lift up your hands, somebody's there. Make the world a better place if you can. Opportunity to hit back.